The coronavirus. The majority of people have probably heard about this virus by now, but there are many recommendations that have been going around on how to prevent from getting the virus and prevent from spreading this virus or just any virus in general. But all these recommendations keep reminding me of universal design and how universal design is so important for everyone, not just those of us with disabilities. Universal design would create access for everyone who has a disability, but also help prevent the spread of illnesses such as the coronavirus. One suggestion that has been going around is to not open doors or grab faucets or to lock bathroom stall doors with your hands. Use a closed fist or your elbow or your hip. Universal design would allow this. Universal design allows people with disabilities to access all places, including doorways, and one of the best universally designed doorway is an airport style bathroom. This has no door at all, which would require no touching with your hand, elbow, or hip. You just walk right in, no doorway, no door needed. This is also great access for people with disabilities, as many of us cannot open doors. I am aware that it is not possible to make every doorway like an airport style door. However, there are other ways to make doorways more accessible than a typical door. Access buttons are an incredible way to make doors more accessible to more people. Now, access buttons are beneficial to the disability community who is not physically able to open the door and able to press that button, but access buttons also provide access to people pushing strollers or carts or have a lot of objects in their hands, and they are doing something at that time that prevents them from being able to open a door in the typical fashion. Access buttons can also help prevent the spread of the coronavirus. This is because access buttons can be pressed easily with the back of a hand, your elbow, as well as your hip, and the door opens. No grasping the door needed. Many doors have been designed with a doorknob, which is not universally designed, not accessible to many people who do not have the dexterity to grasp a doorknob, and many people who have a more difficult time opening a door. It's easier to grab onto a door lever, but a door lever can also be opened with a closed fist, an elbow, and maybe even possibly a hip, as it does not need grasping. So this is a benefit and access tool for people with disabilities as well as people who do not want to spread or get the coronavirus. Another suggestion is to use disposable items such as gloves and wipes to use and throw away. Many people with disabilities use disposable items such as gloves, wipes, masks, along with catheters and pull-ups on a daily basis. Now, not all of these may help prevent the coronavirus, but disposable items are often shamed, or people who use disposable items are often shamed, but now these disposable items are a hot commodity. in a time of not spreading a virus. But for people who need these on a daily basis to survive, just in their typical daily routine, many of us are shamed for using these items. So part of universally design incorporates inclusive mindset, making sure that everyone is included and people are not shamed for using items that they legitimately need to survive. Just like many people are not being shamed for using and actually are being encouraged to use disposable gloves and wipes in this time of the corona outbreak. For a while now, the topic of disposable straws or plastic straws has been a hot topic. Many people with disabilities use plastic straws to be able to access their liquid intake. But many people with disabilities have been shamed for using these plastic straws as they are harmful to the environment. However, in this time, disposable objects such as straws are being encouraged to be used other than reusable straws, as reusable objects are more likely to spread viruses. So when it's just people with disabilities, they can be shamed for using these items. But when it's everyone who's taken into consideration, then it's okay to use disposable items. This should change. Telecommuting or telework is also something that has been highly encouraged during this time of the coronavirus as to prevent the spread, to encourage people to stay home but continue their ability to work and finance their living. But telework is also a big part of universal design, as for many people with disabilities, transportation is not very accessible. Places of work cannot be super accessible. It also can be difficult to have caregiving at work. There are just so many reasons that working from home is a more sufficient way for a person with a disability to be able to access work and sustain their own life. This isn't always highly encouraged for people with disabilities, and in many cases, telework is not available. But during this time of the coronavirus, telework has been extremely encouraged. So again, why can't telework be highly encouraged to help support people with disabilities who want to work but may need to work from home? But when it is for everyone, when it is important to everyone, then it's encouraged. So why can't it be important for those who need it every day, not just in the time of a coronavirus outbreak? So, universal design is a design in which anyone at any time with any ability can access anything. That is greatly encouraged for access and inclusion for the disability community, but as I'm beginning to notice, it is also something that can help prevent the spread of viruses. So universal design is not only an investment into anyone's future, as anyone can become a part of the disability community at any time, but it is also an investment because in the times of virus outbreaks and people telling us things we can do to prevent the spread of the virus, it aligns with the design of universal design. So I hope this encourages everyone to begin to look into the benefits of universal design and how they can increase access to everyone in any time, in any point of need.